Asexual book review. La 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 do. Hi friends, it is Sam and welcome to episode 2 of the Flux Files, a series all about being Arroway's Flux. Today's episode is very much on the asexual end of the spectrum because I have kindly been sent a graphic novel to review. The comic is called How to Be Ace and it's by a very talented artist called Rebecca Burgess. Rebecca Burgess. I hope I'm saying your name right. From now on I'll just call you Rebecca because we know Sam's bad with names, alright? Alright, it's starting to become a thing on my channel. Okay, we'll call you Rebecca. This comic is a graphic memoir about asexuality, published by Jessica Kingsley Publishers. It is 184 pages long and I finished it in like an hour to 2 hours. It would have been quicker, but I had notes to write. So this comic is what I presume to be Rebecca's sort of life story from her school years leading up to now, and how she dealt with her asexuality and a little bit about her OCD as well. So it's a very educational novel and it comes with little asexuality fact sheets at the end of every chapter, which I think was a very nice touch. The comic's narrative is nice and simple and easy to understand. The font is also capitalized and very easy to read, so that is delightful. Very chill, makes for very pleasant reading. I love how Rebecca used color to portray mood. Like when the character was feeling quite panicky or sad, then there was a lot of grey and blue and just like a very dark color palette, which I liked very much. The artwork was quite sketchy, like pencil crayon over watercolor kind of vibe. Very pleasant and lovely. Kind of reminds me of like children's books. Beautifully detailed with very creative imagery. Like when the character had a crush, there were just like hearts around her head. It was so cute, so lovely. And then when she was having her panic attacks, there was sort of like this black shadow around her. Amazing, so creative. She put so much effort into this comic to make it pretty, to make it easy to read, to make it enjoyable to read, so that you can learn a little something and you can just feast your eyes on some loveliness. I also really loved the early inclusion of the dragon keychain. It's a little nod to the ace community. I think it said in the comic that she actually had that dragon keychain even before she knew it was an ace symbol, so I really liked that. That was nice. I also loved how the comic was really relatable and not just to asexual people. I love how anyone can pick up this comic and see aspects of their own lives in it. The comic explores not fitting in, being bullied, pressure to have sex. Like even amongst non-aces, there's pressure to have sex and be good at it, and I think everyone can relate to that. There was a bit early on in the comic where she's like, I have no idea how to start conversations, and I was like, that's me. Even with people I've known for a really long time, I find it so hard to initiate conversation and know what to talk about. So I appreciate that part. I like how she put across the uncertainty surrounding crushes and what they should feel like. Even when she's in a relationship and she's thinking things along the lines of, does she feel as strongly as I do? That really resonated with me because that was a panic I had in a few relationships. Again, it's relatable to everyone, and that's very nice. I love the pop culture references. There was a little Dexter reference. Actually, there were 2 Dexter references, but the first one I saw, I kind of did a double take because I didn't think it was Dexter to start with. I was like, where's that guy got a knife? God's sake, my battery died. Not only was there a Dexter reference, but there was also Good Omens and Sherlock. Just delightful, delightful little asexual in the media references. And then there was even like a silhouette where Jughead should have been because they didn't make him asexual in the Riverdale TV series. That was funny. I appreciated learning that Becky moved to Bristol. If this comic is historically accurate, hello Becky. We might even be neighbours. I did have one criticism. I think it was at the end of chapter 1 on the first fact sheet. It said asexuality generally means you have no interest in sex, but that was elaborated upon and rectified on the fact sheet at the end of chapter 3. So like that kind of cancelled out that criticism, because like the word generally in itself kind of saved that sentence from being completely inaccurate. So on the whole, nary a criticism, no notes.
It's a masterpiece, Nick.
Well, all right, Schmidt, hit me. I want your notes.
No notes.
No notes?
No notes.
No notes?
No notes.
No notes?
No notes.
There were some very relatable quotes in there, like, why don't you ever make eye contact? I feel that so much. I wonder if people feel offended that I'm not making eye contact with them when I'm talking to them, but like, I don't do that either. Quotes like, when you're asexual, the pressure to be in sexual relationships is absolutely everywhere in subtle ways, and when you've never felt anything before, you assume that everyone feels this way at first and that the nice part must come after forcing yourself to do things. So like, relatable. So relatable. It's not to say that I haven't felt anything before, but I have been there. I have been in that space where I'm like, am I supposed to like feel something when I kiss this person? Or I used to feel that very much, so I appreciate the inclusion. Excellent, excellent comic. I loved it very much. It was such a lovely read, and thank you, Becky, for sending it to me. I'm not sure how people can go about getting it. I will take a look at her Twitter right now. This comic is going to be available in October 2020. So, like, I feel even more blessed that I've read it already. Like, thank you, Rebecca. Obviously, I'll be retweeting all her promo tweets. Follow me on Twitter. Follow Rebecca on Twitter. That would probably be easier. I'll link everything, all the socials and everything down below. I'm very excited for this comic to come out. Like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time with another video. Bye!